MSC World America. Come on in, come on in. We got a lot to talk about. Ooh, a lot to talk about. Those of you who know my cruising family know that we have been waiting for a while to get on this ship, and we're here. So, how is it? We'll tell you in a minute. Come on in when you come in, drop your location in the chat. We are here with some special guests, but we're going to reserve that for a little bit. Drop your location in the chat is what we want to know. We also want to know what questions you have about the ship, but we will start with some of the questions that we got before coming on. So we are right now sitting in the Gin Project. I was going to say the Gin Experience. The Gin Project, which is one of the many, many bars on board. So that's one thing. Off the bat, there are bars everywhere. There are venues everywhere, all these little nooks and crannies that you can sit in. And so MSC is really bringing it with the World America. As you know, we were previously on the World Europa. It is very similar. And this Gin Project and the little nooks and seating areas, they kept that. And so that's where we are streaming from today. So come on in, folks, and let me know what questions you have. Hey, Team Reese, welcome in.
Reese, what's good?
Happy belated birthday, Kiki. Welcome in, welcome in. We have some special guests here with us that we are going to, well, introduce you to if you don't already know. But if you don't already know, I don't know where you've been. And they've been sitting with us too. And so it's funny because we've all been passing each other and having all these different experiences, or maybe some of the same experiences. This is the first time in all the passing by that we're getting together. You're welcome, Team Reese, that we're getting together to exchange experiences and what's been going on. Hey, DT Cruiser. Oh, man. Thank you for being here, guys. All right. All right, guys. So without further ado, we're going to introduce our guests. And if you pop in while we're already in conversation, just jump on in. Let us know your questions, where you're joining us from, and we will do our best to answer. All right, so without further ado, we are going to introduce
Have them introduce themselves.
two of our guests. We have a few guests, by the way. So we're going to introduce two of our guests. We'll start over here. Hey, y'all.
Hey, how you doing?
Will you introduce yourself to the My Cruising family community?
Hey, this is DT Cruiser.
Who's D and who's T?
Look, you so
I'm the Deanna T.
DT.
Hi, everybody. So good to be with you and the family. I'm Patrick, better known as Film War Man. Nice to see you all.
Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, oh, my spidey senses had me wondering if DT was a special guest. Hey, Parker's on the go. They said, hey, DT.
Hey, Siobhan Brandon.
And we have more.
What's up?
We got your favorite couple in the house.
Yes.
What's up with the sunglasses? What happened?
Oh, yeah.
No, don't get them started.
Here we go. Listen,
Oh my God.
me and Key about to do our own stream because these guys know.
Today. Oh my gosh, I blame Patrick.
Oh, my God.
Parker's on the go. Two Parkers on the world. Owen Shelton.
Yes, always.
Introduce yourselves to those who may be living under a rock and don't know who your favorite couple is, because I don't know if you don't know your
What's
favorite
up,
couple.
Keisha H?
Where you been? Introduce yourself, guys.
Well, we are your favorite couple. I'm Shelton.
Start this over. Do it the right way.
What's up? What's your favorite couple? I'm Shelton.
I'm Keith.
Hey, girl.
We are live on MSC World America with not your cruising family.
Yeah.
Mine. Yes, that's what we are.
Guys. All right, so we are going to, let me see where we're going to start. I'm going to turn this back. Team Reed's laughing. I'm going to turn this back. Hey, MH Family Adventures, thanks for joining us. Hey, Keisha H. Thank you for being here. All right, so we're aboard World America. What's up? Is your favorite couple? We're aboard World America, and we've been on for, this is day 5 of a 7-day cruise. We got a couple more days to go, and we just wanted to fill you in on what we've been, dealing with. I'll be honest with you, y'all know I love MSC. That's the MSC. So it hasn't changed my mind about that. This shit brought it, And again, it's very similar to World Europa, but I think they upped it a notch for World America, so that's a good thing. I know that we had some questions about dining venues and things of that nature. So we've had specialty dining, we've had the included restaurants, and we'll talk a bit about that. But I'm going to ask the question to my guests before sharing the experience that I have with regard to dining, because that's a big deal. We started by saying we're in the Gin Project, which is one of the many bars, but of course you gotta, fill your belly before you take part in the dining. And so we're gonna start with what dinners have been like, what the main dining and buffet has been like. And let me know too if you can hear us, by the way. Let me know if you can hear. So for dining, we're gonna start by asking what your take in the main dining room has been so far on the ship. I don't know who wants to take it first. Any takers? YFC?
Hollywood, you go.
Sure. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we have experienced the MSC Meraviglia. And on that particular ship, we ran from the main dining room like it was the plague. Our first experience was horrible. Now on this ship, we tried main dining one time? Yeah, and so the food, much better than on the Meraviglia.
Yeah.
The service, our servers were great. It just took a while. It was really, really slow. But other than that, I don't have any complaints.
No complaints.
Thank you for sharing that. Parker's on the go said it seems like y'all been on the ship forever.
It always happens like that when you're not cruising.
I know, it's true.
So
That
when
is
you're
true.
not cruising, you can.
That is true, because we feel like we're about to get off and we got a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Key.
Sure.
We're going to turn it over to DT Cruiser and Patrick.
Well, the main dining, it did take a long time. It did take a long time. But, 6,000 people on the ship, even though you have 3 different restaurants, it's still going to be a slow churn. The food was pretty good. It wasn't, it's cruise food to me. So it wasn't anything spectacular. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I prefer the specialty dining over the main dining.
Oh, excuse me. I'm kidding.
I have to echo his sentiment. The main dining room was great. The food did take a bit of time to come out. There were some things that were a lot better than the other, entrees and hors d'oeuvres. Some things were a little bit better than the other. But I think that because the food sometimes did take a long time, the service and the way the staff was attentive to you far exceeded. It made you forget that the food was taking so long. They were very, very nice, very, very attentive. It was almost as if, you took one sip of your glass of wine. They were back there to pour it again. And that made all of the latency of the food, the timing, that made it, up for me. But I have to say, I do like the specialty dining too. If you ever get a chance to ride this boat, if you get on this ship, you got to go to Paxos. The food was absolutely superior. The seasonings were great. The mouthfeel of the food, it came hot, tasty, and on time. And believe me, the service was almost like a show.
Oh, yeah.
They served with vim and vigor. They even had people that came around, I guess you'd call them something like strolling minstrels, that came around and actually played for you. It was magnificent. From the time they removed the napkin from my lap and said goodnight, it was perfect. And of course, the steakhouse, chomp chomp, baby. Chomp chomp. The steak was on, the seafood was great. So as far as the restaurant and dining thus far has been, I'm very, very, very pleased. Come and ride. If you've never cruised before, or if you have cruised other lines, I guarantee you, this World America will change your mind about cruising experiences, and you will come back time and time again. Take the word from the film raw man.
Do you work for the line or something?
I'm ready.
I'm looking for the briefcase on the briefcase on the. Oh, here, say that.
Thank you.
I have to say, I echo those sentiments with the steakhouse. They struck a mixed chord with me with that one, right? So yes, the food was delicious. We actually just had the steakhouse today for lunch. So keep that in mind for those of you who see, the packages if you're already booked, or when you book, you can have specialty dining for more than just dinner. You can go at lunchtime and throughout the day. But before I jump into our experience in the steakhouse, I want to address some of the questions that we saw come through. Team Reese Travels asked, what has been the best food item you've had so far? And so we're gonna start off with your favorite couple and go around with that question. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it this way. Here we go.
Okay.
Well, for me, it has actually been the chicken at the teriyaki restaurant, so I have to agree with them. I mean, the specialty dining, superb. And normally, when we do hibachi, the chicken is usually dry, but on here, oh, it was wonderful.
I agree. So far, that's the only specialty dining that we have done so far. We do have Ola tonight, and we also have
Italy, and we have
But there's not
so we got that coming too.
Yeah.
So, echo what Keith said, the food has been delicious. The seafood, the salmon, everything's good. They do the same exact show that they do on Royal. You know how they do
Oh,
it.
really?
The
Same
same show,
teriyaki
the
show?
same exact show. But I do want to kick a shout out to Arkansas Dog, MH, and team, everybody else that previously sell MS.
Yes.
And that had that challenge opportunity and shared their feedback and created the content for MSC and called them out on the food. Because if it wasn't for you guys, you know, good meals.
Yeah, right.
You guys are paving the way, you know, for boycotting and doing all of this stuff. You guys done. But come on back. Take a shot.
Thank you for doing the dirty work, you guys. All right, here we go. DT and Patrick, favorite.
Well, so far the lamb chop set, which is
Butcher's Cut. Okay, my mom had those today.
they
Nice.
were perfectly cooked, a little fatty, but you can kind of run that fat and seasoned perfectly, juicy, and the sauces they serve with it was off the charts. So
Nice.
that's number one for me.
I would have to say the scallops and eat.
Oh,
It was magnificent. They were buttery. It was seasoned well. It was sitting on this bed of tomato sauce that would make your soul just go on fire. It was really, really good. And they served it with a lot of drama, so I like that. It made the dining experience wonderful. Check them out. Scallops and Italy.
Italy, yes.
I like this guy.
You're paying them off over here.
Italy has got to be my favorite dining venue on board so far. Okay, we definitely fought for our lives on Magnifica. Team Reese said, hungriest 3 days of my life. This is not that. Peaky, you know we are foodies. You know I would not steer you wrong. The creme brulee does not have carrots in it, Peaky. That's, you know, they...
Celebrity? Celebrity?
Yes.
I remember that vlog.
I gotta say something.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta say something.
Listen, y'all know me. You know I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
When we were on Marivilia, I think I lost 20 pounds.
Oh, wow.
As you can see on here, I found everything. Marivilia, that apple crumble, that was sand. Pure sand. On here, oh, it's real crust, baby.
Definitely not a diet to that seat.
No.
Oh man, I've been eating. Your boy been eating. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of good options. And creative options too. They got. I mean, the food is seasoned. It's
They're doing their
it comes
thing.
out fast.
Yes.
You put your plate down. They're picking it back up.
Yes.
The place is clean. They're cleaning it. And they're personable. The customer service is good. How's your
Yes.
day? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is there.
That is there. That's the part. As much as you know I've loved MSC, I've always been straight up with you and said that they are inconsistent with some things, and I understood customer service. It had its ups and downs. And I remember when Shelton Key had the Marivilia experience, I was like, they got one of those, you know, because it happens. But honestly, if this is now MSC's standard of customer service, they are doing it right. And so, okay, with regard, I'll say Italy, everything at Italy was fabulous. The appetizers, we had 2 different types at our table, but they were both seafood appetizers. One was, it was like fried calamari, I forget the name of it, and it had also like fried vegetables in it. So fried calamari, but you would find like some fried peppers and some fried potatoes in the mix. That was frito de mare, I think was the name, but don't quote me. It was definitely the fried seafood option. And then we had another seafood option that was wasn't fried. It was a mix of shrimp, mussels. I forget the name of that one. That was excellent.
Incredible.
So it started well with the appetizers and it carried through for the main course and the desserts. And I had tiramisu. You know, I'm always going to have it. They offer it. And MH Family Adventure said she still hasn't released the vlogs from which one? Which one? Raquel, is it Maravilla? Did you do Maravilla? Wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta figure out. Oh, Magnifica. Probably Magnifica, because Kiki was talking about Magnifica. Because I do remember some vlogs from you, Raquel, from Maravilla, and quite a few MSC ships. Honestly, I feel like this has been the best customer service across the fleet that we have experienced so far. And that's after doing Divina, Fantasia, World Europa, and Splendida. Now this is our 5th MSC ship and it has been by far the best customer service we've experienced and the best food. Now you know for Splendida in South Africa we said that food was slammed because it's seasoned. This is even another notch from that. And we actually saw in Butcher's Cut he was like a head server, or I want to say higher than that, at Butcher's Cut on Splendida, and he was in the one today, and we remembered each other and we were chatting it up. So it's they definitely have a family vibe. They definitely have we're checking on you and gonna keep tabs on you vibe. Hello everyone, I'm looking to the side at the comments. Welcome in Kelly, welcome in G Fox, thank you for being here. Welcome in Sig, thank you everyone for being here. But yeah, the food and the customer service were the 2 biggest hits against MSC. Let me just say they fixed it, y'all. At least on this ship, they fixed it.
On this ship, yes, they fixed it. Even our picky eater son.
Yes, you know if AJ's in the food
AJ's eating.
and ordering 2 entrees.
Yeah.
You know it's good. Yeah,
Picky eater son is eating.
Okay, this is the one who only had hot dogs.
Yeah. He's eating steak. He's eating salmon.
Yeah, he's eating everything.
He's eating everything.
And that's a plus. So we definitely agree. Now the one thing I have to say, and well y'all will see it in the vlog. So it may depend on the flow of things. I know that we've each had some kind of experience, and you've heard Patrick allude to like a little weight in things. And I do think it has to do with the number of people on the ship. At guest services, the day we got on, I saw a sign there that said the ship is sold out. And I guess that's to prevent people from trying to get upgrades or whatever the case may be. So if this ship is sold out, that's a lot of people. I want to say it's around, is it 4,000?
No, it's like 6.
6,000 people.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard that. Double what I was even thinking.
There's a lot of people on here, y'all.
So depending on where people are, I get it. It's people serving us, they're human, and so things may take some time. But we did have one particular dining experience today in a specialty restaurant, and we've only done 2 so far, Italy and Butcher's Cut. We have 2 more coming up. And so in today's dining experience wasn't Italy. So that one, it took a while between 2 courses. It wasn't the whole time. It started off smooth, but it ended up being over 2 hours there. So that was not expected. But even with that, the staff was very mindful to a degree. And did check in and acknowledge that we had a long wait. They saw that we had that. But the food was good. So not taking that away from them. So we've done food, we've done customer service, which has been great. There was one question. I'll probably get to that after this next more general question, but I know there was a question about the spa before I got on board that I will address. And Kiki, you will appreciate it because you lived in that spa Celebrity Beyond. But for us, Kiki said a picky eater trying new things is definitely a win. Yes, it is. But for us, the next big deal for me is the ship itself. I always say MSC Cruises got me because of the great value. Usually kids sailed free. It used to be all the time. Now I think it depends. Kids sail free, so for us that helped a lot with the bang for your buck. The itineraries were great, and the ships are gorgeous. I think the ship is gorgeous. It's spectacular. It is missing the same thing it was missing on World Europa, which I've discussed on those vlogs. But without Swarovski crystal stairs in the main atrium, it's still a beautiful ship. But I'm going to ask our guests for their take on the ship and their favorite parts of the ship so far. I'll turn it over to DT and Patrick.
Well, this is our first MSC cruise, and this is our first non-carnival cruise. So it's like culture shock. We're used to carnival, and I'll just say it, the ratchetness.
What you said?
The ratchetness. It's like such a difference here. It's like everybody's so mellow, so calm, so chill, and as many people as here, sometimes they'll get congested, but it's still like a polite kind of Okay, I'm not bumping anybody. I don't have to worry about turn around and swinging. So it's like a totally chill vibe, and I said it before, and I'm falling in love with this ship after like 3 days. So I'm already looking to book another one.
Oh, that's good to hear. But while you're on that topic, though, do you think, and I don't know if when you sailed Carnival, if you sailed with Reverend Dr. E, but do you think that he has anything to do with the atmosphere?
Yes. He's bringing the Carnival atmosphere to a non-Carnival.
Yeah.
And getting those people to be
Yes.
like, okay, we're gonna be party,
Yes.
but in a calm kind of way. It's fun atmosphere with the kids and everybody else. So
Cool.
I love it.
Yes, I love that. I am going to pass it over to YMC, but I had to say something when you brought that up. I didn't even tell y'all this at YMC, but Reverend Dr. E helped me learn boots on the ground the other night.
Oh my God.
But it was the party. Which party was that night? That was
Tropical Night.
Yes. And he did the whole line that I had strappy sandals on, so now
Good Lord.
one whole
Back
right
and forth is
sandal
messed up now.
I know, bad, real bad, because the whole right sandal almost came off but he broke it down, and they actually had, so that was a part of a party, but they actually had on the schedule today like a line dance class. I saw it, I didn't go, and so there's all that, and I love his greetings in the morning, afternoon, the evening. It's a nice vibe, and for us, we've cruised a couple Carnival ships, and we do love and appreciate Carnival and the energy. So to see it on an MSC ship, it's amazing. Honestly. YFC.
I definitely love the layout. Everything is centralized. The food, everything's in the right place. You don't have to walk too far. They did a wonderful job with the pizza and burger area. That's game changer.
That's your favorite part.
I'm working everything.
Everybody got a little pizza and burger though.
Everything's good.
What's your favorite place?
Oh, favorite place? Oh my gosh, the ship.
The whole ship.
Let me say this. MSC, they got so many different pools.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're a solo cruiser, I'm not a solo cruiser, but if you're a solo cruiser, if you're an introvert, you just want to duck off and hide.
Yeah.
They have a whole bunch of different hiding places. You can chill. A lot of pools. I did get a chance to go to the spa.
I was gonna ask you. Wait, what you said? I'm sorry, Kiki didn't go.
He was clearing memory. Because I needed to access more emails. That was more important.
So that means you probably have a. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
I definitely got it in earlier today at the Diamond Spa. It's nice. It can be nicer. So,
Okay. Because I'm hands on
Okay.
folded about that too.
It can be nicer. But anyways, I'm definitely enjoying the ship. Everything is beautiful, well put together. The comedy loft, the mix out, everything is just on point. What else I was gonna say?
For me, I don't know that I have a favorite spot. There are just certain aspects that I like about just certain places on the ship. I mean, look at this. Look at where we are now. We're here in the gym, and it's just a beautiful atmosphere, beautiful vibe. What is the location? The World Promenade. Being out there at nighttime, being able to see the waves. Oh my gosh, I just love it. But this is really a beautiful ship. So shout out to MSC. They did their thing with this.
Agreed.
Also, I think they did a great job with the crowd control. The population of the passengers. It's a lot of folks here. They did a great job with the crowd control. The kids, they got 2 areas for the kids. They can go on deck 6, and they can also go up there. 19. But so they did a great job.
Yeah. Agreed. I know Shelton just smacked my hand when I'm trying to turn the mic back. Shelton smacked my hand away.
Back to you.
So what I wanted to say about the spa. So Kiki, the spa was like our favorite spot. One of, because I always loved eating on Celebrity Beyond. What I want to say about the spa on here, it is very relaxing. I had a Kiki moment where I never fell asleep in the spa on Beyond. I was on one of those Eden Stone loungers and fell asleep on my first day in the spa. It was so comfortable. And I had to turn to Alan after he woke me up because we had to go, I think it was to dinner or something. I was like, was I snoring? Because it was that deep. It was that deep. So it had like this whole rainfall, like waterfall sound because it's like cascading down. That was beautiful and very relaxing. I do have a couple issues with how many of those stone lounges are there because they're very popular and as relaxing as they are, many people want them. There are 7 in the spa, a 7. I just said there there are about 6,000 people. There's 7 stone lounges. And then they have, yes, Kiki said I fell asleep every day in the spa. That's exactly why I mentioned you. They have a salt room, which is also very nice and relaxing. And that was, they have 4 stone lounges in there as well. So if you combine it, okay, you got 11, still less than a dozen stone lounges for a ship with 6,000 guests. That, I know everyone isn't booking a spa pass, everyone didn't book the Gloria suites to have access. But that part for me makes the spa feel a little, it's not even crowded necessarily, but if you get up from your stone lounger, we saw this happen to one lady the first day we were there. She had her boat and her towel spread there, but I don't know, maybe she has to bathroom. Whatever she had to do, she had just gotten up. And the spa staff came and asked us, like, is somebody there? And I was like, yeah, her book is there. And then this other lady on the other side said, yeah, I don't know her, but yeah, she's there. And the lady from the spa picked it all up already to move and make room for others, which I get it, is being considerate because there isn't a lot of space. But, you know, it's also not that considerate for the person who was sitting there. Yeah, who was sitting there. But I fell asleep. So it's definitely doing its job. And we actually have the weekly pass. So we've been trying to go and make the best of it. Because we have to make appointments to actually enter when it's a sea day like today. And if it's a port day like yesterday and Ocean Key coming up, you can just walk in anytime. So on days like today, we had to actually we had to make an appointment to go in today. So we did that, and we have appointments tomorrow. And so once you do that, and just I guess you're mindful and you go earlier in the morning, it's a little bit more manageable, less people, and nobody is buying the stone loungers. We went at 9 a.m. today, and that worked. So that's a tip for the spa. I know Sydney, Stephan, if you're watching now or the replay, I know that was your question about the thermal suite. So we do have some more detail on that for you. I would say that could be nicer, as Sheldon said, but for me, it's one of the more relaxing areas. But I too do like the whole ship. What I want to get into a little bit more is the activities tomorrow and hopefully tonight, the bumper cars, jaw drop. We did the cousins of jaw drop on the sister ship, so we know what it's like. But we want to do it. We want to do it here. We want to do it all, and that's one of the things that we realized we just really can't do because this ship has so much to offer. But we're going to give you as much as we can get. In terms of activities, have you gentlemen done any of the activities on board?
The only thing that I know that I've done is the cliffhanger.
You did? You did?
Yeah.
You did it too?
He didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Was that you screaming?
That was not
Did you
good.
know you were gonna do it? Cause I'm wavering. I still
Yeah, I
don't
knew I
know.
was going to do it at some
Okay.
point.
Okay.
But today was just the day. It was like,
Oh, it's today.
yeah, I just did it a
Nice.
little while ago.
Okay.
I'm a theme park person,
Okay.
so I was like,
Oh.
is it over yet?
Oh, really? It was a yawn?
Yes.
Really?
One thing I could say, I still think, oh my, we can hear them and see them and hear them, whichever comes first from our balcony. And so I see them over the water, and I'm like, y'all are over water. But one thing I could say is it's very fast.
Yes.
So
It's-
that
It's less than the 2 minutes that they say it's supposed
Oh,
to
they
be.
said 2?
Literally.
I thought it was gonna be 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like 1.
Okay, I hope so, because I'm thinking I might do it, but I haven't done it yet.
It'll be thrilling for you if you just look down and say, okay, well, I'm suspended
You're
off the
on
water.
water.
But the swinging,
No, the swing is okay. Gotcha. And the funny thing is, I'm a theme park person for I don't know what reason, but I always have my eyes locked, my mouth open, screaming on roller coasters. So if I do that, I guess
yeah,
I'll
you
be
can do that.
fine. All right, cool. Any activities yet, Patrick?
Not yet.
Okay, but planning
but
on.
planning.
Okay. All
Right
right.
now, the activity has been, enjoying all these lovely bars.
Okay. Yes. The drinks have been on point.
You mentioned something.
Yeah.
We talked before about what was liked about the entire ship. Mm-hmm. Like you, so I like the entire ship. Mm-hmm. But what makes this a very special experience is this. Mm-hmm. This experience for me, there's a lot of cultures on this ship.
Yes.
And one of the most interesting experiences to me is I love to meet people.
Yeah.
And when you're standing on an elevator and someone might be speaking a different language, or you may be at a bar and someone's speaking a different language, they're all smiling and they're looking at you and they realize, well, you may not be in our class. Well, let me talk to you. Hey, how you doing? That to me has been the best thing about everything so far.
Yeah.
I may never see any of these people ever again.
Yes.
But the fact that they took the time to sit and talk with me, and I met someone from a whole other place, a whole other culture.
Yes.
Makes this whole thing work.
Yes.
And that's just about, having a wonderful time with you, the cruising family, and also meeting other people that uplift you too.
Yes, I
That's
love
the
that.
greatest thing.
I love that. Agreed. Love it. Love it. I know that these folks are not going to answer my question. They're not going to answer the question. And I just want to say, I'm not detouring from what Patrick said. One of the things actually that makes me love MSC in general as a mobile cruise line, I feel like you can get on the elevator, and I still remember it was Fantasia. I always want to say Fantastica. It was a Fantasia. Someone got on the elevator and said, "Buonasera." I'm like, "Oh, good evening to you too." It was just, I've never had that on a ship before.
Yeah.
So, and they still bring that multiple aspect. I do love it. All right, I will ask the general question of any activities done yet, because we saw your teaser. We saw the teaser about Cliffhanger. So I'll leave that alone. I know you saw Cliffhanger, but any other activities? I don't.
Maybe we have. Maybe we have. Stay tuned to find out.
Were you considered eating? Now, we
Show
had,
number one.
yeah, we had a chance to catch a couple shows.
Okay, yes.
We were in the show. But,
Oh my God.
right?
Maybe not.
I knew it.
I'm gonna talk about the elevator.
Here you go.
Now, shout out to the MSC. The elevators, they're pretty big. And you know what I'm saying, they can hold a lot of folks. I love the space. When you're going to go to the elevator, it's like real tight, but it's a lot of space where they got seating areas and all that. Love it.
No, thank you for that. That is true. The seating areas even by the elevators, I don't think you see that really on any cruise line. So yeah, a lot of places to just sit and relax. Just know, it's not going to be private necessarily. Chelsea did mention there are some areas like the botanical garden pool. It's kind of hidden behind the main pool. And you can find little nooks and crannies there too. But yeah, I think it's 5:06 now. I think there was one more question. Oh, you said shows. There was one more question Sydney had. I remember that. She had asked about the spa. She had asked about food, of course. I want some food. But about the Whitney Houston show, I will not say yet whether any of us have seen it. But what I will say is that sucker was sold out by the time I tried to book it, and it still is. And so that's as much as I'll say about that. I will say I advise you, if you are booked and want to see that show, book it as soon as possible. As soon as you step on. I don't think you can book before, but as soon as you step on, my Wi-Fi and even without Wi-Fi, the app was really glitchy for me day one. And so by the time I got onto it, either that night or the early morning, it was sold out. So book it. It worked for some people because they got to book it. But that's as much as I'll say about that. We did see some shows and they were all great. Yeah, they're all, you say good or great? How would you rate them?
all good.
Good? Okay, I say great. They were great. It's not, my favorite cruise line. And nobody's going to touch them in entertainment. That is their bread and butter. But this is so they're great. All right, so anything that you guys want to say before I turn it to them? I will say this is just a taste of our first our first impressions of our experience on the world America. But of course, we're all going to work on content for you. I don't know how soon my content is going to come out, because as you know, I was supposed to be on the inaugural, for those who didn't know. And this was postponed because of a new job I started. That job is working me, y'all. So when I get back to New York, I'll be working that job again. So I'll be trying to edit as best I can, and you will see the content. I promise it will be delivered. I just don't know what kind of cadence it's going to come across. But while you wait, watch YFC, watch DT, and they will be dropping their World America content for you. No pressure. Any last words you want to say?
No pressure.
Any last words you want to say about your experience so far?
Yeah, like I said, I'm loving it. This is almost my favorite ship. Mardi Gras is my favorite ship from Carnival.
Oh.
Nice.
This is swinging me.
Yes.
I'm almost there, like the cliffhangers.
All right.
Leaning there.
Okay.
So we're doing it back to back, so we get 2 weeks of.
Oh,
Wait, you
really?
still on?
You're going back to back? Well, check you out.
We're gonna get everything.
Your room got space for one, because the four of them can go back.
Oh, come on.
pull that conference.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay,
Wow.
okay. And that itinerary will be?
It's Western.
It's okay. Got you.
Cozumel, Costa Maya, Roatan, and then Ocean Key.
Nice.
Here's the last thing I'd like to say. First of all, is to thank all of you
Oh.
for this experience, to include us in what is, your group. That makes me very happy. To the individuals that are watching out there, if you've never had a cruise before, let me tell you something. We're living in a very tumultuous time right now. There's a lot going on everywhere with everybody on the news, everything's going on. If you can find your way to figure out how to take a cruise experience, first of all, you've got a lot of experienced professionals sitting here that can guide you through everything that you need. But if you get that opportunity to take a cruise, just think of yourself on a ship like MSC. For that 7 days or those 2 weeks, you can be anyone you want to be. You can leave all the stress, all the strain of jobs, anything else that is causing you to warp your head. You can leave it behind, and for those few days, enjoy what I call epiphany, because this is what this is.
Yes.
Yes.
Find your way to a cruise. And
Yes.
when you do, look for me, I know we're there too.
Yes. Okay. Hired.
Or keep
Somebody
your
hired
shelter.
him. Cut the check, Shelton. Cut that check. Cut the check.
Cut the check. Come on.
Oh my gosh, now I actually echo 100% everything that Patrick has said. But give MSC a try. If you have been considering, or if you've tried them in the past and you were dissatisfied, I can't say that I was completely unsatisfied, but I was dissatisfied the first time around. And so since I was dissatisfied, there was a little room in the, for me to give it another try, and I did, and I'm so glad that we did so far. So give World America a try, you guys. Like I said, it's totally different from Mirabilia. Totally different. And some people love Mirabilia. I didn't. I hated it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this one right here has exceeded our expectations so far. So yeah, give it a try.
Yeah, I forgive you, MSC. Yeah, like everybody's saying, give MSC a try. I definitely see the migration of everybody trying different cruise lines. With everything going on with the other cruise lines, just definitely go and give it a try. What I do love about MSC, you see the excitement. My eyes get big and my smile get wide. But they do status match. Everybody looking at my
Does he do that his card?
This is on my second cruise with MSC. I status match. Not with another cruise line, but with a hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm diamond. So or diamond, excuse me.
Watch it now.
One level below
Hollywood royalty.
So if you think about all the benefits that comes along with MSC, they're making it affordable, convenient. So just give them a try. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Follow us on IG, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a lot more.
And say something to my cruising family.
Yes.
My cruising family. Shout out to them for actually having us on their live stream. So thank you to
Thank
them.
you.
And you guys tune in. Watch what they are putting out.
Yeah, go back watch their old stuff. Go back watch their old stuff.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Yes.
And then tell another friend.
Right, that's it.
Much love to my cruising family.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you, family. And I co-sign on everything that was just said.
You've been selling MSC since 2017. Oh, wow. Let's give them our first ship, right?
What happened?
You've been on MSC since 2017.
That wasn't our first ship.
Yes, it was.
MSC wasn't our first ship.
I'm saying our first MSC ship was in
Oh,
2017.
yes.
Help me out here.
Yes, you can help me out. Excuse me.
We've had all disappointments and things of that nature,
Never ever big enough though.
Never
That was
big
hurt
enough.
when YFC did. Like I was hurt.
I think our worst thing was in South Africa when we were getting on the ship.
Yeah, it was a very no. It was Dubai.
Dubai. And
It took
embarkation
too
was
long.
horrible.
It was too long. It was horrible. But thank you, Team Reed. But nothing has ever broken my love for MSC. I just keep it real. I'll tell you what was disappointing and what was good.
They're up their game. The game is way, they stepped their game way up.
Hey, Armstrong, thanks for being here. Yeah, they have.
They stepped their game way up. Give them a try. You will not be disappointed. That's all I got to say.
You won't be disappointed with MSC World America. I still listen. It's a company. They're growing, and I can speak on World America. This ship brought it, and I say try it.
What's up,
try
Phil?
MSC in general. Hey, Billy
What's
T,
up, Phil?
Try MSC in general, but if I have to recommend a ship, I'm recommending
World
World
America.
America. That said, I do co-sign on everything that was said here tonight. Or
This afternoon.
It's not even night yet. It's just dark in the gym project, but it's still afternoon. And I want to again invite you to subscribe, follow, watch all the content from your favorite couple and DT Cruiser. And I thank you all
Family.
for being
you.
Want to
here.
thank DT. Want to thank my favorite couple. Those are my favorite.
It's your
Those are my favorite.
I want to say one more thing.
yeah.
Yes.
Now, listen. They haven't said this, but I'm gonna make this claim. Now, if you book a World America cruise and you don't like it, my cruising family will refund you.
I do not co-sign. All right. I think that's some static. We are done. Okay.
As soon as your favorite couple cuts the check, we'll refund it. As soon as they cut the check, we'll refund it.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We are actually about to run because DT and Patrick did tell us about Paxos earlier, and we also had a four specialty dining package, and we're heading to Paxos because I think we have about 30 reservations. We gotta get there in 15 minutes, and it's white night, so we gotta go change and all that.
Oh,
Good
that's right.
stuff. All of us gotta change.
Yes.
Much love to everyone in the chat.
Thank
we
you,
love and
guys.
appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, DT. Thank you, my favorite couple.
Your favorite couple.
My favorite couple. I'm claiming them. My favorite
Make
couple.
sure that people search the right thing.
Get in my suitcase. Much love to all.
I'm not embarrassed. Good night,
Good
y'all.
night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.